so this video is for you if you are wondering what a sample schedule looks like for someone wanting to move up fast in direct sales. At the end of the video, I'll share my personal progress and loop around on things that I mentioned in previous videos. So let's dive in. All right, I always forget to say my name. So it is Lily here. So let's talk about the schedule. I'm super excited about a schedule. I'm a huge fan of a schedule, and I really wanted to share my personal schedule with you and kind of what it's going to look like for me week to week. Now, I don't have all of our activities in here yet. I don't have kind of miscellaneous things that might pop up, but what I do have is all of my business things that I am really committed to. So I want to go through step by step with you as to how I personally recommend creating your schedule. And I really do believe that it is crucial to have a schedule. So I really recommend having one if you're serious about taking your business places. So my personal work week, as far as a consultant goes, is going to be a 20-hour work week. Now, because my position is a little bit different, I'm going to have other responsibilities that I'm not going to go over today that are not relevant to this video. But speaking from someone starting their business standpoint, I'm doing a sample 20-hour work week. And so the first thing that I do, step one, is determine how many hours you want to work. So my magic number is 20. Sometimes you've got to kind of figure out, like, where do I have pockets of time? It doesn't matter if they're early in the morning or late at night, because you can do odds and ends there. But just really figuring out realistically how many hours am I willing to commit. That way you know where you can put those hours. Step two is determine weekly and monthly tasks that are critical for your success and write every single one out. So make a list of all of your tasks that you've got to do, that have got to get done on a weekly or monthly basis. And I will share mine with you guys. So I have things on here like booking my beauty experiences, organizing my names and numbers, actually holding my appointments, training. So either you're attending trainings, you're watching videos like this. For me, I will be doing the training. Some people attend the trainings. Customer follow-up and general follow-up. And then I've got some miscellaneous hours in there because things pop up throughout the week that I didn't know I was going to have to do. Maybe some office admin stuff or going out and about or doing things like that. And then I've got social media in here just because I am going to be very active in building a customer page on social media, and I want to make sure that I'm putting up really good, valuable content, so I put that down as well. So step one was determine your hours. Step two is determine the weekly and monthly tasks and write every single one of them out. Step three is determine how long each task is going to take per week or per month. And so mine was social media is 3 hours a week, booking is 2 hours a week, holding my appointments is 9 hours a week because I want to hold 3 appointments per week. Customers and follow-up is 2 hours a week. Training is 1 hour a week. And then I gave myself a miscellaneous 3 hours per week. And so you're going to decide how long each task is going to take. Now, sometimes you run into an issue where you're like, I can't get all of these things done. Like, I have this list, but I only have this many hours to work my business. Don't panic. When I first started, that's exactly how it was. And I have 2 suggestions for you. The first one is delegate it. Delegate what you can. Maybe you're used to doing the dishes. Maybe someone can do that for you. Maybe laundry. Maybe, pick up or drop off. Maybe whatever you can delegate, or something on your list. Maybe someone can do deliveries for you or calling your customers or something like that. And so figure out what you can delegate. If you cannot delegate or you cannot afford to delegate, then figure out which tasks are of least importance. We have like a wheel, like our life is a wheel, and sometimes our wheel gets wobbly, and it's just really important to remember that it's okay for it to be wobbly as long as it wobbles in the right place. And so you don't want it to wobble in the appointment wedge. You want it to wobble maybe in the I don't know, like maybe you're a little behind on laundry, or maybe a couple customers, you have to wait until next week to call. Wherever is the area that is most important to you. And so for me right now, I'm really looking to build in this area. So anytime that I can be with people is of highest priority. anything that gets me closer to meeting people, getting in front of people, showing the opportunity or the product to people is going to be my number one priority. So my wheel will not be wobbly in that area. But my wheel might get a little wobbly on social media, or it might get a little wobbly in another area, maybe inputting all of my things and having all my data perfect, because I would rather spend it building. And so just make sure that you're doing what's most important, not what you don't feel like doing. It's so easy to put off the things that we resist, and the things that you resist are usually the things that build your business the most. So instead, put off the things that are not crucial to your goals happening. People crucial to your goals happening in direct sales. Okay, and so then in step 4, you're going to decide which tasks go where in your calendar. So here's my kind of sample calendar, and I have in yellow, I have put all of my personal things, and then in orange, I'm putting all of my business things. And so I'll share my schedule probably every week at the end of my video and just show you guys kind of what it ended up looking like each week. But here's a couple things that I want to tell you. I personally put all my family things in first. Like I put church, I put my quiet time, I put my workouts, I put everything that's really important to me. I'm putting my daughter in gymnastics, so that's going to go in there because I really want to go with her. So things that are critical to like my life, like things that just give me life, I'm going to put those in first. And then I'm going to put in my work around it. Now, you may have a time where someone invites you to their second cousin's dog's, stepdaughter's, goat's baby shower, and you might have to say no. And I'm not talking about that stuff. I'm talking about crucial stuff that gives you life that you don't want to miss out on day to day. So I put that stuff in first, and my non-negotiable stuff. And then I put in my business hours. Now, here's the thing that's critical, is you don't mess with the schedule. You put it in your phone. You put it in your date book. This is an appointment that you have with yourself. You've got to be not only a woman of your word to other people, but you've got to be a woman of your word to yourself. So if you said you were going to book, you better book. If you said you're going to post something on social media, post it. If you said, something miscellaneous and you have something on your dump list that you haven't been able to do, you sit down during that miscellaneous hour and you get something done. You figure out work to do. And so sometimes things pop up like, I need an emergency root canal and I have a dentist appointment tomorrow right during my booking hour. It's okay. Don't panic if it's an emergency and you have to do something, but make sure you immediately take that booking hour and you move it immediately into like later that day or the following day. And so like when I share my weekly schedules with you, you might see some arrows where I had to move some things around, but the bottom line is everything on my weekly list that had to get done has got to fit into my calendar some way, somehow. And so you've got to make sure that you make up for those hours. For example, if I want to take a week off and I'm going on vacation, I can do that because I work for myself and I'm an entrepreneur. But I'm going to take these 20 work hours that I had committed to, and I'm going to either do 10 hours extra this week, 10 hours extra next week, or 20 hours extra on the front end and work a 40-hour work week instead of a 20-hour work week so I can take the time off. So you don't just take time off. You maneuver those hours somewhere else so that you're able to have that freedom in your schedule. So remember, please do not confuse self-employment with unemployment. You've got to still put in that time. So make those appointments with yourself and stay accountable. And then you can really see this is where my schedule is at and this is what I have left to work with. Well, I hope me sharing my schedule with you was helpful, and I want to give you an update on kind of what I've been up to. And so I'm really excited. We're actually going out to dinner in a couple hours, and I'm planning on putting some of these frames out that I had made that I talked about in my videos. They're so cute. And I'm really excited, so my goal is to put a couple of those out today, and I'll definitely post, hopefully for you guys here, how that went. Okay, here I go. How are you? I was just wondering if you would have space for me to put you somewhere here. Would that be okay? It's just like a little enter to win thing for my business. Sure. Is that okay? I can just stick it like over there on the side somewhere? Yeah. Is that fine? Cool. Okay. get 20 of them printed like I said I was going to do, and I'm going to get those out by the end of the month. So the next video I will have them all out, which is really, really exciting. The other thing that I'm going to work on is I'm going to take my business cards and I'm going to add a little label right here and I'll take a picture of this and put it in here. That way that will say, try this free sample and then text me your results and get entered into an $100 in free product. And so I am going to hand out these little sample bags everywhere I go as another way of just generating some activity and meeting new people. And so it's been so exciting. We've now been in Arkansas for 5 or 6 days, and we're moving in. I'm in my new office and recording this new video, which is so exciting. And right now I'm just focused on meeting people, being a woman of my word, keeping up with these videos because they're such good accountability for me, and just making sure that I'm providing valuable content and being raw and real. I'm not going to lie, it's been a little hectic. Today I woke up and I was like, I've got to make this video. And so, it totally motivated me to make sure that I have all of this stuff done. And I ordered my frames a couple of days ago. And so I just want to thank you guys, for those of you that have been watching, because it really does help me stay on top of it. And I really do appreciate it. And so I'm really excited. I already have one appointment booked for my business. I don't have a date set yet just because my office isn't ready. So as soon as my office is ready, my studio where I'm going to be holding my appointments, I'm getting it ready, and as soon as I have all my stuff ready to go, I already have an appointment booked, and then I have another couple of feelers out. So I'm really excited about really just meeting people and being confident in what I'm offering. And I am just ready to place my inventory here, my initial investment inventory and some stock, and I'm going to place that in the next couple days. I just unpacked a couple things that I had, and so I just need to cross-reference that and make sure that I'm ordering the right stuff. So that's my update. I'm so excited. Thank you for watching. Next video will drop on Friday, and I'm going to update you on how it went and give you the rest of my results. And then also, I'm going to talk about what not to do. Like, have you ever met people in direct sales and you're like, please don't ever do that? Okay, I'm going to talk about all those things. I'm going to talk about what not to do to make sure that you remain successful in your endeavors. So thanks for watching, y'all, and I'll see you next week.